Okay, so lots of numbers and stuff going on here. I, yesterday I said I was going to do all of this. I'm gonna have this manufacturer make that, and that manufacturer make this, and this and this. Not gonna work out in the end. It's gonna be much cheaper to just go with one. I was also getting off last time to talk to the new manufacturer for the paper hang tag, and that's going to be about 27 cents versus this thing, which is 79 cents. So that's pretty good. For all 500 plus shipping to the other Chinese manufacturer, it's going to be $113, or I think it's either 113 or 119, but approximately that. Okay, so here are all the numbers going on. And I'm sorry, at this point, I guess I should have. It'd be really nice if I could do. What is this little bug doing here? Some sort of a PowerPoint or something. But I'm just going to read them off to you. So the toy itself will be $7.8, $7.80, plus the the 27-cent hang tag, plus the 15-cent law tag that is not including the shipping on that. Then there is the shipping for the toy, which for 500 units is $949. I don't know what that is dollars, cents wise. But I did the calculation a little earlier, and from the numbers that I have here now, the toy per unit will cost $9.99. So I'm rounding that to $10. So the toy will approximately cost $10. Okay. From here, I'm looking at the cost that the retailer has to sell it at. So competitive pricing from my research is going to be for 12-inch plushie $19.99 or $24.99. I don't like the idea of $24.99. To me, that seems a little high. Now, the other question is, maybe that's high for a lesser plushie. Squishmallow. I hate Squishmallow. You guys may or may not know what that is, but it's basically a really bad plushie. Anybody who likes them, you do you, but it's an egg-shaped pillow. It's not a plushie. It's not a stuffed animal. It's an egg-shaped pillow. Now mine's a cube, so I don't know, but a cube is, I think, kind of interesting. An egg-shaped pillow, no. It's blatantly. I'm not against Chinese companies because I'm buying my thing from a Chinese company, but it's like blatantly some Alibaba type thing that has gotten very popular. Nevertheless, so that thing for $24.99 or $19.99 to me is ridiculous. Caroline, on the other hand, odd, interesting shape. You guys have been along on most of the journey. There's the crinkly udder, the funny nose, the smell. You guys let me know in the comments what you think the price should be. You value Caroline the cow. I want to know what you think. Would you buy it for $24.99? Would you buy it for $19.99? Do you think that all the elements gathered together is worth that price? I don't know what you think. Because I know that for me, I think Caroline the cow is worth $24.99. But the offer of having something that's worth $24.99 and getting it for $19.99 is that's another added piece of value from her. Not only does she have the fun crinkly udder, not only is she a cute design, not only does she have the funny smell, not only does she have the custom artwork, not only is she novel, I might have already said that, but she's worth, she's very valuable and worth a very reasonable price. I like $19.99, but you guys tell me what you think. So, I'm going to buy her for 10. That's including all the cost of goods, COG. I am going to do I was originally going to do a 25% markup and have her be $12.05, 50 cents, I mean, that the wholesale price. But I 25% markup is pretty good, but I'm looking at 13.2% markup, getting me to $13.32. One, I really like that number because it feels, oh wow, that's like, you must have really come up with something to get that number. 13.32. You know, whenever you see a really wacky price or something just feels kind of random, you go, oh my gosh, they must have really calculated and done some special stuff. So I kind of like 13.32. It also gives me that 33.2%. And then their markup from, oh, I guess this is the real reason. I guess there is a really cool reason behind me doing the $13.32. So this is kind of awesome. The 50% markup from the 1332 is $19.99. It's not exactly $19.99, but it's $19.99. So there you go. Holy moly. I mean, I've been doing this for, and now I'm trying to say it to you, and I'm completely forgetting why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's not a good sign. I'm losing my mind. So, $10, 33.2% markup to the 1332, to the 50% markup to the 1999, which I think all works out pretty well. That's not too bad of a margin for the, wholesale price on very small numbers here. You guys let me know what you think of this pricing strategy. You don't necessarily have to know anything. I don't know anything, but we're working through it together. And let me know what you think of that 1999. What else was I doing? Oh, the 1999 is also important to me because I think it's very important whether a local shop cares or not. But as I was looking around, not only locally on Google, but also nationally on Reddit or just whatever other articles I was reading. Lots of people struggle with this, and I think we all understand this. That's why Walmart and Amazon are so big and powerful, because they are able to sell so cheaply. And people say you go to those local shops and you're essentially buying the same stuff, but or maybe you can't even find what you need, and it's all very, very expensive. When I was in Long Island, all of the toy shops, all the reviews said, oh, very expensive, overpriced, but nice. And even around here, in the absolute middle of nowhere, if you guys know where Binghamton is, if you don't know where Binghamton is, if you don't know what upstate New York is, it is a wasteland of nothingness. And I live 45 minutes from the nothingness that is Binghamton. My little town makes Binghamton look like a friggin' metropolis. There was some comedian, maybe Jeff Foxworthy is his name. I think this is the guy who did the joke, and it was something along the lines of, you know that you're in upstate New York when people measure distance in time. And then he made some joke where it was, I asked somebody how far away something was, and they said, oh, it's about 30 minutes away. And he was looking for miles. And that is definitely true. People around here, for sure, say things in measurements of time. They measure distance by time rather than by miles. What was I saying? Oh, the toy shops and everything. Even around here, people would say, "Oh, pretty good pricing" on the reviews when I was looking at these gift shops, these potential gift shops to sell to, and I thought that's very interesting. So uh, it's just a widely understood aspect of small shops that things are expensive. And this 1999, in the case of that, and this is giving some reasoning behind the 1999 rather than just a feeling, emotional, is to have a product that, amongst lots of other expensive things, if I have something that's very competitively priced nationally or even globally, then in comparison to the expensive items in a shop, this will look drastically cheaper. And if it comes with all of these fun little aspects, it's competitive not just in pricing but in value as well. There's something else. Even though it is, like I say, that it's a wasteland, that's not a negative thing, because it puts me in a place where I know the people around here. I am one of the people around here. I am one of the people of here. And I think a lot of people, I imagine that other people in small town America feel like, wow, I don't necessarily know if I can make a thing. I don't necessarily know how to make a thing, or if I can get out there and really produce. And I know that there are lots of people in shops around here that are just going to the one local shop and trying to get it in there. And if they get a couple sales, they're happy with that, versus really trying to spread out. And it's really challenging to spread out because everything is so far away. Oh my gosh, I have to drive this far to get to that place to sell something. So it's sort of a blessing in disguise, because it does make things harder. It gives me a little bit of an edge if I am willing to go out there and try and sell those things. So it's really nice that because if you go to, like I experienced in Long Island, where I was calling to people and I don't necessarily know how often they were really getting solicited. I honestly don't think it's that much. But there was this aura of we're a little busier, even though it is local, there are a lot of people around, so you're not necessarily anything special. Even with the guy that I had the meeting with in the Hamptons, uh, he said at some point he tossed in, "Well, you want to be the first one to come and solicit." And I imagine it's just a little. I've got a little bit. It's a little. Uh, it's the country. People are a little more approachable, a little more accepting. They want to talk and definitely get on a one-on-one basis. Anyway, guys, I've been talking way too much, and I want to close it down and make this a little shorter. So I will talk to you tomorrow.